All right. I'm gonna keep it real. There's better buds in the market. There's better prices of those buds in the market, but none of those buds has ever gave me an experience that I'm having right now with the Pixel Buds Pro. So let's go talk about that. All right, welcome back. So like I said before, compared to other products on the market, these may not be like the best out there, but what's important is the experience that you get out of them. So that's why I'm making this video. And this is why I'm saying this, because there's going to be a lot of comparisons and people are going to judge these based off other products, and as you should. But when you're making a decision of buying a product, it's always important to, know the experience that you're going to get out of it. Now, think about it. Think about your phone. Just close your eyes for a second. Did you close your eyes? Like I got mine closed. You can close yours. Just think about it. The phone that you may have, right? Think about it real hard. Is there another phone on the market that has better hardware, better features, better, right? But yet you still chose the phone that's in your hand. Why? Oh yeah, you go open your eyes if you close them. I doubt if you close them. But you chose that phone because of the experience that it gives you. And that's what I'm coming at in this experience video for the Galaxy Buds Pro. For the Pixel Buds Pro. So slow. With that being said, we're gonna jump right into the things that I didn't like at first, but kind of grown on me. Let's talk about the ANC. The ANC was a little in the area of my impressions video, but then the more that I started to use it, I started to realize that they aren't the best, right? They aren't, but they work. And I had to realize that. I had to sit down and really realize that they work. I tested them when I was driving my car. I had the windows down, wind blowing, all in the hair, you know what I'm saying? Hair flying everywhere and stuff like that. All good, right? And then I hit the ANC and then it compressed a lot of the wind, but I still heard it. But then I played my music because that's kind of like the whole point a little bit, right? So you can enjoy your music. Play my music, boom. I didn't hear anything anymore. I was like, okay, all right, these not bad. I was judging these a little too hard. So I go to the skating ring with my wife, and she's out there skating, having a good time. I was sitting down because I was eating some pizza. I was hungry, and the music DJ playing, people skating around, all this noise going on. I decided to put my buds in because a song came on I didn't care to hear. So then I put the buds in, turned the ANC on, it muffled everything down, and I went ahead and grabbed my phone, played one of my songs, and I didn't hear the music anymore. And I was like, okay, so these are not that bad. So I had to realize that they don't have to be the best to actually work. And that's where I'm coming at. That's where I'm coming at. The ANC is pretty good. I have no complaints about it. Obviously, we want way better when it comes to ANC or whatever, in case we want to use them as earplugs for everything and just walk around. But, I don't think we're at that point with any headphones right now. You're still always going to hear something. But, yeah, they're good. Next thing I want to talk about the transparency mode. This can use a little work, no doubt. But it sounds natural to me, and I like that. One day I decided to just put them in my ear and wear them all day at work and just communicate with everybody and talk and stuff like that. And I had no problem. I never had to pull them out of my ear to be like, huh, what's up? So never. So it was pretty natural. At some points of the day, I always forgot they was in my ear because the buds are really comfortable to me, And speaking of comfort, I had to switch out the medium tip and put the smaller tip in. This is the first time I ever had to do that for some buds, which is pretty cool. Both tips work for me, but I found that the smaller ones give me the best sound and noise, ANC and transparency. So, that's what I'm using right now, and it's all good. And there's a con. Let me give you the con real quick. So I noticed that whenever I put the buds in my ear and I hit play on my phone or whatever I'm using, don't really matter. I have to turn the volume down, then back up, and then it gets crazy louder. I don't know, it might be a software bug, but somebody on Twitter just told me that it's a feature that Google did to protect your ears. Let me make that choice if I want to kill my eardrums or not. It just doesn't make sense for that to be a feature. I don't believe it, but people on Twitter say anything or whatever, but I don't believe it. I do know that Apple had a similar feature like that, so I just can't see Google doing something like that. Apple used to just turn down my music out of nowhere on me, and a little red thing come up telling me that something about my ears or some crap like that. But now they just notify you and it doesn't turn it down, which thank you for that, Apple, by the way. Let me make the choice to kill my eardrums. Also, Yeah, I don't like that. And then the other thing is that the volume on them are a little bit lower than, the Pixel Buds A series and actually any other buds I've used. You can definitely tell a difference in the volume of how high it can get compared to the A series. I don't like that either. I'm gonna put that in the cons. I wish they could get a little louder. I don't know. Again, maybe a software update would fix that. Time will tell. So we'll see. Hopefully. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is the multi-point. I love the multi-point. It works seamlessly if you have an Android to Android, just like it does on, Apple ecosystem with the AirPods and AirPods Max. So if you signed into your Gmail account on, just say my Galaxy tablet, and then I'm trying to play songs on my, play something on my Pixel, and, all I got to do is just hit play. Now, when I need multi-point, is when I'm using my Pixel and then I decide to play something on my iPad. Then I have to pause on my Pixel and then hit play on the iPad, but it works. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, we want to be seen, but that's cool. You gotta admit that's a cool feature if you're like a multi-platform person. That is so freaking cool. Now, obviously, if you're all in on Android, all your Android products, you can just hit play and then the buds will switch over automatically. And if you're like all in Apple, then you have to get the AirPods and do that. But if you're a person like me who actually have like Apple stuff and Windows stuff and Samsung and Google and everything like all mixed together and stuff and use different products, then hitting the pause button and play is not really a big deal to me. Next thing I want to talk about is the gestures. I love the gestures. I can program one bud and another bud to do different things. I got this one over here from a Google Assistant, so I hold it down and it reads everything to me. Or you can have it read out to you automatically, but I don't want that because I get a lot of notifications sometimes. And then over here, I have my noise ANC and transparency where I hold it, and then you can do swiping to turn your volume up and down. I don't really do that because I keep everything at max volume. Be honest with you. So none of that, but the gestures are pretty cool. I didn't find myself like smacking my bud out my ear because of it, because they're very sensitive or whatever. So, and it works. I think it's probably my favorite gestures on buds. At first, my Galaxy buds, I disable those ones because they're like extremely sensitive, or I don't even know the placement of it, but at least with the Pixel Buds, it's like a placement for it or whatever. I could be lying about all this. I don't know, but I just know that I'm more okay with using the gestures on that one than I am my Galaxy Buds. So next thing I want to talk about is the sound quality. The sound quality is really good. Now, granted, I am using an EQ, and I use an EQ for all of my headphones, not out the box. The sound quality is just as good as the A series. So if you ever had the A series buds, then they're going to sound just like them with just that much more bass. And I love bass. So they sound really, really good. No problems with that. But I'm kind of an EQ guy. So, I don't care what buds I've got in my ear or what headphones on my head. There is an EQ somewhere that I'm using to give me that punch that I want, and I actually increased the bass on them because I like it. Even with my AirPods Max, I increased the bass on those as well. They sound great, but I mean, out the box, these sound good. Like all of these buds and stuff be sounding really good out the box, but I'm just that EQ guy. Yeah, that's just me. So sound quality, it's still subjective though, because you can get them and be like, these are trash, and that's you, and that's fine. But for me, they sound amazing. I just wish they got a little bit louder. Last thing I want to talk about is the battery life and the Google Assistants. First of all, the battery life, I don't know what to say about it. One day I was on the phone with my friend for 8 hours on purpose to see how long these things would last. And we worked through a whole entire work shift. He was at work, I was at work, but we weren't even talking. We would just have the buds in our ear because we couldn't talk while we was at work on the phone. So we just kept him in. I just needed to do a battery test, and he was like, okay, I got you. So he did it. And we stayed on the phone the whole entire time through our whole work shift. And we stayed on the phone a little bit after that. And that's when we started having conversations. And I was kind of like explaining to him what I was doing for my YouTube video. And he was like, cool, and everything like that. So, battery life, 8 hours. Transparency mode, it definitely worked. I went over a little bit over 8 or whatever because I didn't have music playing, but I guess if I had music playing, it'd probably like hit somewhere a little bit under the 8 marker or at 8 or whatever it can be. But I did test it one day without the transparency. I kept it off the whole entire day, and I just kept both of the buds in my ear, and I kept it at low volume while I was like working and living life or whatever like that. And so I could I just wanted to test the battery again. without it, and I almost hit those 11 hours on both of the buds. I was damn near close to the 11 hours on the buds. But one bud was draining faster than the other. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. So other than that, but the thing that I want to talk about next is like the charging. Charging is fine. Wireless charging, cord charging. Nothing to say there. Google Assistant is so amazing because I can use Google Assistant even if I'm using my iPad, my iPhone, or my Mac, or my Windows, or anything that's not like, like Google related that has Google built in, and I can still talk to them and stuff like that. Now, granted, it might be because it's still connected to my Pixel, or they might actually have like, Google Assistant built in. I don't know if that's a true thing or not, but if it is, that's amazing. And yeah, so I don't know what else to say. I approve of these buds. Now, keep in mind, there are other buds on the market that will probably, give you more bang for your buck, but you got to remember what's important in the end is the experience that you get out of that. So if you can get those other buds and the experience is then that's on you. And I'm not trying to recommend these to anybody out there. That's your own decision to make when you're buying these products. But I'm just letting you know that initially I kind of wanted to give you like a bad, review on these things because I was comparing them to other buds. And like, I'm like, we do that so much in this tech community, and I get why we do this. But no matter what, nobody's ever going to convince you to buy something else. Spend your money the way you want to spend your money, and don't let somebody else tell you how to spend your money. So I'm saying that it's worth a try. Get them, try them if you're interested in these buds. I'm having a hell of a good time with these buds right now, and they're my new favorite buds right now on the market, literally, and that's from the buds that I've tested and tried. So I haven't tried everything, but from what I've owned, they are my new king. They are my new top buds that's going to stay in my pocket right now. So I'm actually enjoying these a lot, and all the googly features that it comes with it, the multi-point and the freaking sound quality, just everything. So I'm going to give these a pass and say that they're definitely, they were definitely worth the price for me, the $199. If you have the A series and you're coming up, it was definitely worth it for me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be worth it for you, but it's definitely worth it for me. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Delvon Digital out. Okay, I didn't really want to say that. Just peace, guys.